products at good prices every time.
Sims Digital Centers for the right combination of quality and price.
From Lagos, the nation's commercial capital, this is the News at 10. Live from Channels Television. Reporting tonight, Ayotunde Balogun.
Hello and welcome. Tonight, a week and a day to the planned nationwide protest by a yet-to-be-identified group, the federal government continues to appeal for more time as it says it is making efforts to address the current economic challenges. The Nigerian Navy raids an illegal crude oil refining and storage operation with a capacity of over 200,000 liters in Rivers State. Suspects to be handed over to the prosecution agencies. And Choice International Group CIG Motors forges a new partnership with the award-winning Nigerian music icon David Adeleke, popularly called Davido. The chairman of CIG Motors, Diana Chen, says the union demonstrates the automobile group's resolve to continue to push the boundaries of the sector.
On business news, latest data from the Nigerian exchange shows over $540 billion worth of foreign transactions were recorded in the first half of 2024.
On sports, world number one Yannick Sinner pulls out from the 2024 Paris Olympic Games tennis event with tonsillitis.
From the nation's capital, the People's Democratic Party candidate in the September 21st governorship election in Edo State, Asuego Dalo, says he has faith in Nigeria's justice system, even as the police are yet to bring to book the perpetrators of last Thursday's shooting at the airport road.
And in international news from London, US Vice President Kamala Harris has gone on the offensive against Donald Trump in the first rally of her White House campaign, portraying November's election as a choice between a former prosecutor and a convicted felon.
The Nigeria Governors Forum is holding its meeting at the NGF Secretariat in Abuja this night. Some of the governors have already begun arriving at the venue of the meeting. The governors of Zamfara, Bauchi, Plateau, Delta and Abia State, as well as the Deputy Governor of Enugu State. The Deputy Governor Borno are among those already at the venue. The agenda of the meeting is currently not made public. However, the governors at the last meeting had promised to give Nigerian workers a fair minimum wage, and this is the first public meeting of the forum since President Bola Tinubu approved the 70,000 naira minimum wage. As a forum, the governors are also likely to comment on the raging debate about the planned nationwide protest against bad governance, as well as the recent Supreme Court judgment on local government autonomy. We will get you the details of the meeting as we get them. Staying in the nation's capital, the federal government is appealing for more time as it's making efforts to address the current economic challenges. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mr. Mohammed Idris, who made the remark after a closed-door meeting between ministers and the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, urged Nigerians to shelve the plot of the planned protest. According to the minister, there is no need for the protest as government will continue engaging with all stakeholders to address all the issues in the interest of the country.
Against the backdrop of the planned nationwide protest on the 1st of August, The secretary to the government of the Federation summoned the ministers of President Tinubu's cabinet to an emergency meeting. After the meeting, which held behind closed doors, ministers speak on the outcome with an appeal to Nigerians.
There's no need for any protest. Let us all calm down. A lot is happening. Nigeria is going to move and march on. And we believe that whatever government comes up will be in the interest of Nigeria. We don't think that there is need for any protest. We are appealing for calm. We are appealing for a peaceful resolution or peaceful approach to any issue.
Advise my fellow young Nigerians to disassociate themselves from the planned protest. We need to look at the entire Nigerian project and what the impacts of the economic reforms, especially the macroeconomic reforms of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration.
In a related development, the Minister of Information and National Orientation hosts a meeting with members of the Charismatic Bishops' Conference. The planned nationwide protest is the point of discussion here, as the minister maintains that the federal government makes a pledge to uphold people's rights to protest.
The president is not an opponent of protest of any kind, but the president is an opponent of violence. He is an opponent of anything that will negatively hamper the well-being of Nigerians. We know that it is almost impossible to hold this protest and then have peace at the end of the day.
We have rather decided to go all out and call for a truce. We have decided to sue for peace and to humbly request that our brothers and sisters who are aggrieved in one way or the other, that they will allow some time while we continue to communicate and negotiate with this government on the areas that are pertinent to them.
The minister adds that the federal government is working on a policy to pay students of tertiary institutions and unemployed graduates some stipends pending their formal employment. From Abuja, Victoria Longjohn for Channels Television News.
Meanwhile, the Minority Caucus of the House of Representatives is urging the federal government to open a channel of dialogue with those planning to organize a protest against the cost of living in the country. This was part of the caucus resolution at the end of a session dinner in Abuja on Tuesday. Now, the minority leader of the House, Kingsley Chinda, who spoke to journalists, stated this while appealing against the protest against the background of insecurity in parts of the country. The caucus also called on government to create means to ensure citizens are self-reliant in a bid to tackle the economic downturn in the nation. The chairman of the Progressives Governors Forum, Governor Hope Uzodimma of Imo State, has advised against the planned protest by some Nigerians, saying it is wrong timing to embark on such. Speaking with State House correspondents after meeting with President Bola Tinubu, where he, accompanied by Governor Francis Nwifuru of Ebonyi State, went to formally present the former President of the Senate, Senator Pius Anyim, to the President. Senator Anyim had recently joined the All Progressives Congress as a member of the party. Governor Uzodimma also thanked President Tinubu for signing the Southeast Development Commission bill into law.
I think it is a wrong time for anybody to do any protest, because the implication of doing that, if care is not taken, is that it may be hijacked, like the NSAS experience, where criminals now hijacked and innocently conceived agitation by young Nigerians. So this is another kind of temptation that I think too, that those behind the protest, because they have not been able to come out openly to say they are behind it, there is something that is a motive that is yet to be unraveled.